Hey guys, it's Rush. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to respond when your team loses the north on El Halluf. So this replay is in response to a question I got when I made the El Halluf guide, because people don't understand what they should do if they've lost C2. Now obviously we've established that C2 is the most important side on this map because the south sucks. I don't really need to explain it again. But what's going to happen in this replay is I'm going to be playing this northern flank and our team is going to lose. So we can watch how that happens and how I respond, especially because I'm bottom tier. I think this is going to be really relevant to like actual gameplay. So, as you can see, what I've done is I'm just posted up on this corner and I'm waiting here. I'm waiting for some sort of tank to poke on me, because the way this map works, if I were to go to the next, I guess, stage or whatever the hell you want to call it, I would be committing. I wouldn't be able to leave as a bottom tier CDC in a tier 10 game. It makes no sense for me to do that. Now, one thing I want to point out is you can see me switching to gold. So after about 90 seconds, you can start to, I've paused it here, I don't need to do that. After about 90 seconds on this map, you can start to expect the heavies to come up, and start to contest the north, because that's how long it takes them. So you can see immediately at 1332, the IS-3 pokes up, and that's what you should expect. So I loaded gold to prepare to shoot at the side of the U100 or whatever. You can see it, and that's the right decision for me to make. So you can see I'm trying to engage them safely. I don't want a tank blocking me from behind, but really I just want to be able to shoot at people without, with minimal risk. As a CDC with no armor, again, in a tier 10 game, you don't want to be giving the enemy any sort of opportunity to YOLO you or shoot you with HE or anything like that, because the second they get the chance to, they will do that. Now, right here, you can see my team is pushing up. So we've got the Patton, the 57, etc. pushing up. Now this doesn't make sense, because I read the lineup, like the team lineups before we got into this game. They had the Mouse, the 100, the Oho. Things like that are likely to be on this side. And when you've only got a 57 heavy and a Patton, you're not going to beat a Mouse and U100 and things like that. So you're going to see the 57 heavy's already lost all his HP. He's not going to be able to perceivably beat any of these heavies. And now they've got 4 heavies who are pushing through. The Patton's alone. And I'm just lucky I didn't follow them, really, because if I was up there too, I would be dying with them. So right here you can see I'm spamming gold. I'm looking for shots. I'm trying to help out that Patton. I've got side shots on the Mouse, but obviously the IS-3 is going to be easier for me to pen. I end up accidentally shooting the Patton. I was just trying to keep him alive. I'm sorry. But you can see this is what happens when you commit. That Patton had nowhere to run, the 57 heavy had nowhere to run, and at this point in time it's just me, and I've got an IS-3, a Mouse, a VK, an Oho, etc. in front of me that I have to deal with. So what you can see me doing is I'm obviously trying to keep this T-34 alive. He's gonna die, that's just the reality. I'm looking for shots, I want to try to help him, and at a certain point in time, when I see this Mouse who's ready to just rush onto us, I'm just going to go, because the reality is their teammates are going to see the Mouse YOLO, and then they're going to follow the Mouse. I just don't want to be there when that happens. So at this point in time, it's pretty set in stone that we're not going to win the north. So what you can see me doing is I'm trying to help. Eventually I realized that this isn't going to work, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run, and this is what the point of this video is going to try to teach. You can get very good shots on the one line all the way from H1, because there's nothing blocking you. So what I'm doing is I'm slowly running away. Right here, this crossing here, it's very normal to get shot by people where the mount, like the Mouse who would be there, but you can see there's that WT. I make a mistake. I thought he wouldn't be looking at me. I bounce off him, and he ends up hitting me for 513. But this is the play I made, and this is what I'm going to try to show, because I'm going to go to G1, H1, and just snipe from there. And that's how I'll react to losing the north, because what can happen is when you've got full HP TDs who have armor sitting at D1, they can hold that side for ages, and that's going to be exactly what happens here. So you can see setting up for shots, this isn't the greatest place to get shots, so I'm going to fast forward it, but from here, and I don't do this often, so I'm sort of getting used to this position, but I'm able to just put shots out with minimal risk. Obviously, I mean, I expect these teammates to die. They're relatively low HP compared to how much HP the enemies have, but I'm just going to try to put shots out. I want to help my teammates from here, and make them pay to kill my teammates. So you can see that Oho is pushing down. I'm going to make it down to normal speed here. No, that's half speed. From here, I've got my teammates, like obviously I was using the Jagdpanzer U100 as a scout, he dies, and what I'm doing, if you look at the map, you see that white circle at D1, that's the max spotting range, so I'm keeping that between myself and and the Oho and the mouse. I don't want to risk getting spotted, because if I get spotted here, all it takes is one HE shell from the Oho or something to finish me off, so you can see I'm being as aggressive as I possibly can, and I'm just keeping in mind the fact that if I get spotted, I'll probably get, you know, wrecked. So that's the plan. Now I told my platoon mate to get into K5 or K4. That's where I'm planning on making our last stand. You can see we've got someone on cap, and there are 3 super slow heavy tanks are at D1. They're not going to reset. So as long as we prevent those 3 heavy tanks from getting on cap, it's easy. Tonster manages to finish off the mouse, which is amazing. And that's going to change the situation drastically, because I can deal with an Oho and a mouse, really. It's super easy. So you can see, spot the Oho, shoot gold at him, manage to finish him off. Now it's just an U100. The game's over, right? The U100's not going to outcap the 1390. So I'm just pushing in to try to get damage. This is how you want to try to abuse this map. They have to push down the 1 line if they want to get onto your cap, right, from the north. So we're going to take advantage of that. I mean, we did take advantage of it. You can see this is the result. We end up killing all their heavies as they try to do that. In the end, I can get behind this U100, farm some extra credits. Obviously, I don't need gold to pin his rear, so this is the situation we're in. I can take a hit here. I don't need to, though. He already gets the kill. And I mean, that's the game. That's how you win when you cannot win the north. Obviously, at a certain point in time, like in some games, you'll just lose all your teammates up north, as we lost a lot. But look how many tanks died as they were trying to push into our base. A significant number of them died. Oh, I thought my mic was muted. Thank God. A significant number of them died as they were trying to push into our base, and that's what you want to take advantage of. So, yeah, that's my advice. Let's go take a look at the end plates, and then I'll just highlight it in a strat sketch. I'm losing my voice today. I've made too many videos, man. As you can see, that was a Mastery Badge First Class, no other medals, but really for a bottom tier result, I think a Mastery First Class is pretty decent. 82k credits, 9k XP, I guess that was a ×5 or something. In the end, we came first on the team for XP. Definitely not first for damage, we came third for damage. But, you know, I think this is a valuable replay. We can go take a look at the strat sketch and go from there. So just as a recap, if you lose this side, you don't want to stick around, right? It makes no sense to... Obviously, if I had stayed there and tried to out-brawl the mouse, it would never have worked. So the best play that you can possibly make if you're going to lose the northern flank is to literally just sit back here and farm them as they come down this 1 line. Because this is a ton of open ground. They have to cross, and there's no way around it, right? So what I did, and I think one of the reasons we won this game was just our ability to take advantage of the fact that we had lost the north and that they had to push into our cap. They were slow heavies. It's not like they could have gone and reset, so their only option was to try to get through on cap. Luckily, the Hero 9 1390 was able to get on cap, but I mean, this stall right here I think was very important. It helped me get more damage, it helped us win the game, and as a result, I think it will also help you with, you know, getting more damage and winning more of your games. So, you know, that's the lesson in this replay. I hope it was helpful. If you want to see more, be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button, and I hope to see you around. Later, guys. Bye-bye.